Welcome. It's the Illblurmatic, Matic. It's the illest blur in the land. Welcome back to Illblurmatic. What is going on? Let's thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing. Let's get into today's new video. Today's new video is going to be a movie review on one of the movies I just recently saw this weekend. Let's talk about it right now. Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse movie review. So what I did enjoy about this film was finally we learned a little bit more about Spider-Gwen's origin story, and kind of the way she was towards Miles Morales in the first film had to do with her actual past. So I love that the sequel kind of explored it a bit more to understand her story and why she had feelings for Miles Morales, but she had like this like wall up against him to some degree, and they had, you know, I guess romance interest with one another, of course, but there was a reason for that. We learned about that in this film, but also what her life was as well. So I really like that this film explores that. Now, let's talk about Miles Morales. I like how he's introduced into this film, dealing with the villain Spot. He's the first main villain in this film. I like that we learn about Spot's origin story, his hatred for Miles Morales trying to balance his life as a superhero, also being a kid to his parents and everything, and trying to balance his family life with the superhero stuff. I thought that was a really good idea that they kind of explored that concept. I like Spot also as being the comical relief for the film. I thought he made a very interesting villain. He was kind of the villain like, yo, like, let me explain my story, man. Let me explain my story. Why you are the way you are and why you created me, kind of thing. Also, what I liked about this film that was kind of interesting was the other stories of the other characters. We learned about Miguel, the other villain for this film, which is voiced by Isaac Oscar. And I think he did a really good job playing the villain. We learned about his origin story as well, for him to be the second villain in the film as a main villain. Also, I like the voice acting. I think every actor that played in this movie did a really good job with the voice acting. You know what I'm saying? Shamik Moore voicing Miles Morales. He's got it down packed for animated Miles Morales. I can't forget Haley Stansfield. That is Spider-Gwen. She did a great job. You could tell the chemistry was there between the two characters. Great job with that. I also liked Daniel Kaluuya's character, Spider-Punk. Spider-Punk is like a new character that I appreciate. I like his attitude. I like he's a bit of a rebel compared to the other versions of Spider-Man. Daniel Kaluuya did a great job. Adam Sandler voicing the character too. I believe he's voicing the mentor Spider-Man, the one that didn't end up getting Mary Jane at first, but now he does. Great job. And like I said, I think the voice acting, even Issa Rae, I can't forget about Issa Rae's performance as Black Spider-Woman. Great job. I really like that she really got into the character. This is like probably her first animated role. Did actually a great job with it. I say, yo, like, she makes a very interesting Spider-Woman, and she nailed it. Now, the next thing that I actually enjoyed was the visuals. I mean, each universe had different color schemes to it. It really worked. I like the universe where we see Gwen's color scheme is more like colorful because she is kind of a rock star. I like that we see Miguel's Earth where it's more like futuristic. It's like in mind of the Jetsons or something like that, or Batman Beyond. I like that even with Miles, it had like a more modern twist to it. I love the art styles. Even the one Earth where it's very chaotic, you see the color scheme is darker compared to some of the other places. Great. Love it. I was like, yo, Sony. Sony, props to Sony for like keeping the color schemes and making it the animation really good. Man, that was great. I really like that. The next thing I want to say about this film that I actually enjoyed was the introduction to all the other Spider-Man. So we come across, like I said, Spider-Punk, the Indian Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? You got the one that's like a gamer chick's Spider-Man. She's like, I guess she's like the girl version of Miles Morales. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, guys. I just like how they introduced these other ones. He didn't Ben Riley Spider-Man. I like how they introduced him in this film, and I feel like it gave you enough. I feel like this movie was like the Affinity War for Spider-Man. That's the best way to describe it. I'm like, this feels like Sony kind of like it got this idea loosely from Avengers Infinity War, but it kind of works. It works. I'm not going to sit here in front. I was like, yo. But it works. I can't sit here and lie. Also, the other thing I liked about this film were the themes: family, love, betrayal, and also pretty much finding yourself. I think Miles Morales' biggest battle is everyone had this expectation of who Miles Morales should be, and Miles Morales didn't live up to that expectation, whether it was family, friends, and we see the conflict when he tries to join this secret society of Spider-Man and Spider-Woman, I should say, and when he found out the real truth behind the society, he just didn't want to be involved in it. And we see him being betrayed by Gwen and also the other Peter Parker that was like a mentor to him. So, I mean, this is definitely by far one of the best animated films of this year so far. I'm not going to sit here and deny it. I was like, man, and for it to be a 2 hour and 20-minute film, it didn't even feel like that to me. I was like, yo, like this didn't even feel like it was that long because I was enjoying it. I like that we had a nice amount of action in the film, whether it was him fighting Miles Morales, or him fighting, you know what I'm saying, Miguel, Spider-Man 2099. Also, when Gwen was fighting this like Da Vinci, excuse me, Vulture from that era, and also her and Miguel kind of meeting. So it's kind of like an origin story of how she met Miguel and joined the secret society. Overall, there were some cons with this film. First off, before I get into it, this plot twist at the end with Uncle Aaron, it's gonna surprise a lot of y'all. Y'all be like, Uncle Aaron! It's gonna shock y'all. I love the ending, and he has such a great plot twist. Even like another version of another character. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you'll find out when you go see it. My problem with this film was maybe it was a bit too much. Maybe some people I can understand. Maybe they put too much into the film, meaning like Easter eggs and stuff. I thought that was really cool. They had Easter eggs and everything. My other thing is it was a bit of a cliffhanger. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, at least we got a surprising ending. I mean, come on. Can we take away from the surprising ending that we had? No. So to me, I'm gonna give it a rating. So, Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, I'm gonna give it an A minus. That's my thing. Have you guys seen Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse? You tell me in the comments. And also, are you looking forward to the third installment, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse? You tell me in the comments, guys. It is a blur living in the world, guys. Have a wonderful Saturday or Sunday, guys. And I'm out.